My name's Hilary and I'm 45. I come from mainland China, and at the moment I'm a finance manager working for Portsmouth City Council. My family were from intellectual background, so during Revolution, Cultural Revolution, they were affected. And I grew up in the countryside and even spent a year in Wuhan city whilst my parents were struggling coping with a baby of my brother. Later on, we moved to Henan and Shanghai. That's where I went to university at Fudan. After university, the door was open for China, so many people went overseas, and so did I. I followed my boyfriend then, and at the age of 23, went to England and went to Cambridge. Later on, I took up accountancy and studied in London. As part of my work, the company relocated to Portsmouth. That's the first time I came to Portsmouth, which was over 10 years ago. Later on, I went back to London and came to Portsmouth again. The last time I came here, that was about 2000. And I worked with a group of people, set up a company called the Innovation Group, which we floated on the London Stock Exchange. About 7 years ago, I started working for Portsmouth City Council, initially as a housing accountant, and made my way up. And at the moment, I'm a finance manager responsible for Portsmouth's tourism, culture, leisure, sports, and community safety. In the past, I think when I left China was still at a very early development stage. So the country was poor. It was not very dynamic, quite old-fashioned, still the traits of communism. When I came to England, I felt it was a very advanced, modern country, very free. But things have changed over the last 20 years. Nowadays, I go back to China. Quite often, I actually pick up things that are more modern, more advanced than England, because England is very traditional, extremely traditional, whilst China has picked up many different culture and technology from all over the world, even architecture and habits. So it's very different, but I feel that I'm in a very lucky position that I understand both and I'm well adapted to both. Life, I think, is very precious. We come to this world once, and we all make a mark on this world. And I like to feel that, and I like to think that I've done something positive for my family, for my friends, and for the world around me. And in particular, at the moment I work for the City Council, I really do feel that I'm making a difference. It's often that I go out in the evenings or weekends, going to a place like this beach, and to see the things that improved, the things that we've worked at, and to see the difference that we make working for the City Council. And I think that's what life's about, to do something and make a difference. I think life can be very unfair sometimes. You see the best people being hurt, and small children killed, and life can be an uphill struggle often. But I guess that's life. You get on with it and you make the most of it. It is the time I spend with my family, and the time when I see what I have done does make a difference. I can be very frustrated. My father passed away a few years ago, and he was both a mentor and a friend to me. So that was very, very difficult time for me. Even worse than when we were in tremendous hardship during Cultural Revolution. Although time was hard, we were together as a family. But he was the first one that left us. But I hope he is watching me up there somewhere and having a life of his own. I'm quite worried that I'm not gonna be able to support my family, not being able to look after them. I sometimes wish I could be in different places. At the moment, I have a daughter at university which I would like to be close to and look after. At the same time, my mother's not very well in China. So I wish I could be with her, looking after her as well. So if God would grant me one wish, then that would be what I'd like, to be at both places at the same time. Maybe I will be a bird, just to fly away somewhere for a week and see the world and then come back. And back to where I am, who I am. I believe nature. Unfortunately, I'm a Darwinist, so I think the world evolved to what it is today. Yes, the strongest, the fittest stay, and that's the way I have worked. I work on the assumption that if I work hard, if I do the best, then I can achieve what I set out to do. There isn't someone else out there who will bail me out. So if I'm in difficulty, it's up to me to sort it out. I don't think there will be anything. I think that this is something I wish I have a belief that believe in life after death, but I don't. I grew up in China, and I'm a very much Mao's materialism child. I don't believe anything after death. That's why I need to make the most of what I have today. When I die, physically I may exist, but I think that would be the end of me. But I hope something in me will continue in my daughter and in the good work I do with what I left in this world.